Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video I'm doing another spring cleaning, and this time around it's in my kitchen. Like I said before, I have cleaners that come twice a month to clean, and I notice, or I do know, that they usually do the surface areas, and they don't do like a deep cleaning of the area of my house. So what I'm going to do today is try to go in and reach all the places that they don't normally reach. So I'm cleaning the oven, I'm cleaning out the fridge, I'm cleaning out, like, I'm pulling the fridge out, pulling the oven out, or the stove out, so that I can get to other places that they don't get to. And I'm also going to clean my dishwasher. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please stay tuned. So I'm starting with the oven, and before I do the oven, what I'm going to do with the oven is I'm going to spray the inside of it. You can see some grease from the baking and stuff. And so also what I want to be able to do today is unscrew that part of the, I'm not sure if I'm showing it right, but I want to unscrew that part of the oven, hopefully it's showing, and clean it real good. So I want to be able to unscrew that part of the oven and like all the top parts and clean it from the grease. And funny thing is, the cleaners usually, come in here and do like they do an oven cleaning, but I've noticed they don't do like a deep oven cleaning. And I'm not sure if this camera is doing it justice. It's actually really dirty. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it. I have a heavy duty spray, and because the glass also has some dirt in it, what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take out the screws from the oven and be able to get in that part of the oven. But my biggest fear with this is that I'm scared that I might not be able to screw it back on properly, but hopefully with the help of my electric screwdriver, I will be able to do that. And another thing that I was told is that I should be able to replace this. So I'm going to see if I can order another one of this. I'm not sure what these are called. I need to look it up. Once I find it, I'll add it to the video. So for now, I need to spray the oven, pull it out, let it marinate for a while so that the grease and dirt can be soaked, and do like a degreasing, and then I'll come back to it after I've swept behind the oven. So come along with me. So as you can see, I am using my easy off spray here. Using the easy off spray to degrease the oven. And the oven, I think I showed you in the beginning, is really dirty. And I think the last time, this is what a month of cooking looks like. The last time, the cleaners usually will clean the oven once a month, even though they come twice a month. But they go in and just do like a regular cleaning and don't go in all the way. So I use the easy off to degrease first, then afterwards use the heavy duty oven cleaner, and this works magic. After that's done, I then begin to draw out the oven or the range or stove, and so that I can clean behind it. And this usually has a lot of dirt, but maybe I go in also to clean this sometimes. So I'm here sweeping it out, making sure that all what I didn't catch or what's new from the last time that I cleaned this is swept out. After sweeping this, I also go in with my vacuum cleaner so that where the broom does not get to, or the crevices that the broom doesn't get to, I can use the vacuum cleaner to do this. And I use I'm using the Dyson. Of course, it has a very good suction and takes out all of the small debris that the broom doesn't get to. So once that's done, I get like a wet bag, a clean one, soak it in soap, and then begin to use it to wipe down the floor. Because at this point, really, I don't want to really get the the surface very wet. I'm really scared of the electric appliances, especially when they're connected to the socket, and I didn't plan to unplug this. So once it's done, I clean around the area, the walls, beside the cabinet and the oven itself. And this is great joy for me when I go in and do this type of cleanings. I'm always excited when I get to clean like this, and you can tell that I'm trying to clear my head. And so my husband always usually says, "You've caught the cleaning bug," and really this year the cleaning bug has bitten me really hard. So once that's done, I go behind and make sure that I clean the oven, I'll clean the stove itself, beside it, all the grease, dirt, whatever dust would have accumulated, even in that. Since the last time I pulled this out, I usually pull this out, every now and then, but not as often as when we just clean the surface areas or when the cleaners clean it, because the cleaners don't pull it out to clean. They're just here to just do the basic. So after that's done, I make sure that every area that I clean, or when I pull out the drawers, the appliances, I go in and sweep and pack the dirt or whatever I've swept, and that way it doesn't accumulate and then gets overpowering, overbearing for me. Because after a while, I begin to, and that's a good thing about cleaning in bits, that I don't get overwhelmed. So once that's done, I pull out another appliance, which is the fridge, and repeat the same thing here. Pull out the fridge, make sure that I don't pull out the I don't pull out the fridge from the socket and the water hose and stuff, and then do the same thing, vacuum it, vacuum behind it, then go in. And usually behind the fridge itself, there's a lot of dust. And so once that's swept, I go in and make sure that I do a wipe down of the floor, the wall, the fridge itself. And I'm not, because I've sped this up, you're not going to see me go in, wash this a couple of times at the sink, the rag, but I do. I go in, do all of that, wash it, and I have a couple of rags that I'm using, and this rags I usually buy in bulk from the bulk shops like Costco, and I'm excited about that because I do get like a very big pack, and for cleaning days, this come in handy. So once I'm done with cleaning behind the fridge, on the top of the fridge, beside the fridge, and all of that, I then go in and look at it again and make sure that it looks good. And if not, then wipe down again, especially the baseboards, because we don't usually get behind the baseboards when we do this cleanings. So behind the fridge also accumulates a lot of dust and stuff. Then I now go back to the oven, which is now marinated with the soap, and you can see my cleaning supplies there, and then begin to clean out. I usually make sure that I wear gloves when I'm doing this, because the last time I think there was a time I did, and the chemicals from the oven cleaner, because they're heavy duty and industrial cleaning and they're not really organic, I think they kind of damaged my nail bird. But now I've learned my lesson and make sure to wear gloves when handling this heavy duty stuff, and that is chemicals. So I go in, clean that well, make sure that once that's done, I can, clean it. Then I usually go in with my Dawn Power Wash afterwards, because that I can swear by. It does a lot of also good scrubbing. So once I wipe out the stove or the oven, I go back in. You'll see me go back in with my steamer. And I do the steamer because I want all aside making sure all the dirt and everything is taken out, but I begin to steam out the chemicals from the cleaning supply. So here you see me unscrewing the oven making sure that I get the panel behind, because the glass panel behind, because once I am able to get the grease that has been able to penetrate, and I'm sure you probably have noticed it when you clean also, that there's a glass between the one in the oven and outside of the oven, and it always looks like, oh, you're cleaning, but it doesn't get in there. That's the glass panel I'm getting to, and you can see me scrubbing that away. And I'm excited about this, that I get to tackle this dirty stain. And then once I'm done with that, wipe down the oven, make sure that everything is good. I go also under that, and you probably didn't see me, but I unscrewed that part also, made sure that if there were grease and stuff behind that I'm cleaning it. And while I'm doing all of this, my dog usually comes in to inspect, to make sure that I'm doing a great job. He follows me around everywhere. So, and the good thing about this is I'm doing this after a day of workout. When I go and run and come back, there's some kind of energy that I get from running or working out, that I just immediately want to do something, and then making sure that I'm going with the cleaner to take out all the fumes and the chemicals from the oven cleaner. And this is really good because, and I usually will pour water into the oven afterwards. I'm sure you probably didn't see that, because it will help me not, cook in all of these chemicals. Geez, I'm getting really tired doing this voiceover, and I'm not even doing the work right now. So once that's done, I get excited. The oven is looking all clean, and I need to wipe down, make sure that before I actually screw back the glass part, the oven, the steam and nothing gets trapped in there, because that would be another nightmare for me when I go back in and clean and all that spot is stuck in between the doors. So I go in with my scrub mummy to clean the surface of the oven, of the stove. And when I do this, because it's a glass panel, I try not to make sure that, or I try to make sure I don't scratch the surface. Believe me, I've done a lot of scratching to this. And then I go with my Dawn Power wash to clean the surface, to clean inside of the microwave. This is always very soothing, and I get to clean that. The cleaners usually do a great job of cleaning up the microwave. These are places you can see it very well, and we're not microwave. We're not really cooking, and we everything that is brought in there is basically covered. But you still need to make sure you go in, sanitize, clean, and sometimes I'll put like a lemon water and baking soda into the microwave and with water in a bowl and run it, so that the baking soda and the lemon is able to sanitize and take out all the smell from the oven. So now I begin to clean the surface of my countertops and using the Dawn Power Scrub too. This Dawn Power Scrub, I'm telling you, it's a game changer for me. And I'm able to go in, scrub the surface, clean, put all the stuff back in. And at the end of the day, that day actually, I took out the springs and stuff and put it in the dishwasher. I think at the beginning I said I was going to clean the dishwasher, but once I was done that day, because I had loaded so many things in the dishwasher, I didn't even get to clean the dishwasher, but just run a cycle. So I'm still going to get to that dishwasher deep cleaning, and it's usually running the dishwasher on an empty cycle with a dishwasher cleaner, and then scrubbing it, cleaning out the inner parts of it. I'll show you any day that I get to that during this spring cleaning session. So like I was saying, I'm going back to cleaning my countertops, making sure that everything is scrubbed down, and putting back on my coffee surface because sometimes when I make coffee, I know I probably spill coffee and all the stuff under there. Even though we wipe and do all of that, we're probably not getting, or I am not getting back to it. I'm excited that the surface of the coffee station, which I call my coffee station, I clean and wipe down properly. I use the Nespresso machine and the Nespresso pods, and then wipe down that. It's basic cleaning. So once that's done, I now go to tackle the fridge. So with the fridge, I bring out all the food in the fridge, make sure that I empty the fridge out. And when I'm cleaning the fridge, I don't use a powerful cleaner. Also, I just use my Dawn power scrubber and my um, scrub daddy and scrub mommy to go in and clean these places. And so, even though we have a full fridge and all of that, you can see it was dirty. I went back in and I'm like, oh. So it's more of like, you bring in groceries, we don't go in and clean those surfaces, especially for condiments that have been sitting in the fridge forever and we have not finished using. They just go back in there. So I go in and clean the fridge, deep clean the fridge. I bring out every part of this fridge, and I even go in to make sure that I unscrew some parts of the fridge, because once I start cleaning and I see places or crevices that I can't get to and I can see dirt in it, believe you me, I go in, unscrew it, bring out all of that, wipe it down, and it brings me, like I said, I've caught the cleaning bug, and which I usually, it usually happens to me maybe twice a year, and this is so therapeutic for me. So once I've done that, I'm able to go in, clean, have this soak in, wipe down, and do all of that scrubbing. So this is like a day of double workout for me. And maybe I don't show it here, but I did get to, while doing all of this, get a few snacks in. And, I put on my music, I blast it. My husband knows better not to get in the way while I'm doing this, because he knows that this is something I'm enjoying. This is actually very therapeutic, as I've said. I go in, clean, and listen to some praise jams, music, Afro beats. Believe you me, I do all of it. So as you can see, I unscrewed those part of the fridge, all the parts that I usually can't get to while doing that, and I put the fridge back together once done. And I always try to pay attention to where I've taken the screw from, what it looked like, and put it back together that way, because I am not trying to go buy a new appliance all of a sudden because I started cleaning. So once I'm able to put that back together, I then go in and begin to wash all the parts of the fridge that I brought out. And so once that's done, I put that back, wash everything, and um, make sure that it's all clean with hot water. And once I'm done, because I didn't have enough time doing all of this, I made sure to wipe down everything and put it back. And you can see that's my scrub daddy and with my scrub mommy sponge. And I go in and clean. I enjoyed this cleaning session, I'm not gonna lie. So if you feel like doing the same, just pop this video on, let it play in the background, let it be a motivation or encouragement or inspiration for you to actually clean parts of the house. It's not like cleaning the house all at one go. What I've been doing now is making sure that I'm doing this spring cleaning a series, even to give myself a break, because I am that person that will try to do it all in one day. But really, if you don't have to do it in one day, please don't. Just save yourself the expense of trying to do all of this in one day. It's really tiring. But just so you know, if this is motivation for you, you can tackle it one project, one room at a time. So maybe the next time you see me, I might be cleaning my living room, taking down the curtains, changing the curtains for the spring summer, making sure that the right colors. I try to do that twice a year, change my curtains for the summer, and fluff the house a bit so that I can sit down in my house and enjoy. Not every time. I actually am a homebody, especially being an introvert. If you don't know, I am an introvert. Even though I might talk on camera and all of that, I enjoy my own company. So I go back to my clean, like I was saying, if you can tackle one room at a time, the next time you see me, I might be cleaning the deck, although I'm planning this year to have somebody come in and power wash the deck and then paint it back, because one year when I did that, it got me so tired that I don't think I want to repeat it. I know my strengths. So try to see if you can do your projects one at a time. That way you can actually know what you're very good at, what you're capable of, and the ones you're not, and the ones that will take your time, outsource it. So you can see I'm putting all the things I got from the fridge, wiping it down after washing it, making sure to put everything back in there. And for me, before I put it, I have to measure to make sure that whatever we used to put on there, maybe it's drinks and stuff, I have to measure the heights and stuff to make sure everything is good. So once that's done, you can see it if you look through this video. I started out and it was the daytime, it was bright out, and it's dark all of a sudden. But I still had the intention of making sure that all this was completed in one day. And that's why I can't, do multiple deep cleanings in a day of different rooms or areas. I try to make sure I take on one day, one task at a time, and complete it. Because I'm one person that I've noticed that I might start one and not end it. I try to do it this way so I can get a lot accomplished. So by the end of the day, all the surface is clean. I wipe down the dishwasher, all the dishes that I had to put in. I've been putting the spoons and stuff from the surface, put in, wipe down, mop the floor, and it was really pretty late. But when I look back, I really can see that everything is clean. And I treated myself to new oven pans. I'm so excited. This looks like what it should look like. I'm so excited when I can come back in here and everything smells good. Everything looks great. And I did put in um, I did put in the work. So this makes me joyous going back in here. And then once I'm done, as always, I light a candle, because now everything is where it's supposed to be and all washed, all clean. My dog's like, we did a great job today, didn't we? And he's like, you should be proud of yourself. So here's my candle. Until next time, stay blessed. Bye.